I took my GoPro Hero 11 and Osmo Action 3 out on a cold night and recorded the winter lights to see how well they performed in low light. In my opinion, one blew the other away, but I'm going to do a side-by-side comparison so you can see the differences and decide for yourself which one you like the best. On this channel, I share all the latest action camera news, reviews, and how-tos, so make sure to like and subscribe to learn how to get the most out of your camera. In general, action cameras aren't going to perform well in low light. The sensors are too small and they perform at their best on a sunny day. Here I took my Hero 11 up to the mountains for a winter hike and the sun was out and shining and the images look amazing. There are adjustments you can make to your Hero 11 or Osmo Action 3 to improve their low light performance. I made videos going over the best low light settings for each camera. I'll put the links in the description. You can adjust the frame rate and shutter speed to improve the camera's low light performance, but adjusting the ISO is going to make the biggest difference on affecting the brightness of the image. If you increase the ISO, you're increasing the sensor sensitivity to light, which is going to brighten the image, but it's also going to bring in more noise and reduce the quality of that image. To get the best image quality, you want to keep the ISO as low as possible. On the GoPro, I wouldn't set the ISO any higher than 1600. All these clips are taken at a 1600 ISO, and the image quality doesn't look half bad considering this is an action camera, but the GoPro performs even better if you can lower the ISO down to 800 and just try to get closer to the light source, and you'll see a dramatic improvement. To set the ISO on your GoPro, you want to select your video preset and swipe down to Pro Tune, and you'll see ISO Min and ISO Max. You want to set the ISO Min to 100 and the ISO Max to 800 or 1600 depending on the situation. Now let's see how the Osmo Action 3 footage looks. I think the Osmo Action 3 footage looks best at an ISO of 800, but you can see it is significantly darker than the GoPro Hero 11 footage, which is set at an ISO of 1600. If the ISO is increased to 1600, it is still darker than the Hero 11, even though all the settings are the same. To get the Osmo Action 3 to match the brightness of the Hero 11, the ISO has to be set to 3200, and that creates a lot of noise in the image. To adjust the ISO in the Osmo Action 3, you tap on the settings icon, tap exposure, and now you can select the ISO range 100 to 800 or 100 to 1600 depending on the situation. Which image do you like the best, the GoPro Hero 11 or the Osmo Action 3? Let me know in the comments. To get the most out of your GoPro Hero 11 or Osmo Action 3, you have to know how to operate it. These videos will guide you through each camera's settings and features.